Alright, let's try this again. Welcome in. Get out of the way of the trash can here. Welcome in, everybody. I think I got things mostly working right. We're going to move trash cans because they're empty in that one. But we're going to take just a second to give the stream a minute to get started. Looks like we are started. Stick with me here for just a second. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Trying out, as usual, some new technology. Let's see if it works today. I did manage to pick up a new mic. So we'll be going here in just a second. I just want to test out kind of how the audio looks. I can't see how the audio looks. I want to see how the audio sounds. It's going to be my main thing. So we'll see what looks better. Can't hear the audio, but just changed it over. So hopefully, I can't remember if green was noise canceling on or off. So we'll see. But we're going to go ahead and start to walk down Main Street. I can go take a chance at the Dapper Dance. Sounds like they're over here singing. But thanks. Welcome in, everybody. We'll see how today goes. Again, using a new wireless mic that I picked up off of Amazon real quick just to see if it took care of some of my audio issues. But welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're going to come down here and we'll come hang out with the Dapper Dance. They're actually facing the other way, so I'll try to come. I'll tell you I love you, don't forget your promise to me. I have bought us for Margie. When you get my inspiration, days are never blue. After all is said and done, there's really only one of Margie, Margie is you. On her pretty island, lost that she would pay. You can see her on the rock every day. So says all around, with holes on ground. The needle is the hardest thing she found. Goes on, fingers take some toy. There's something all wrong for the boy. She rang you these, a ready pair of beaties. Like the island was for run away. On her cookie island, what would she say? We're on the rock every day. Take it, look what's all around. The walls on the ground. Take the front of that needle, the hardest thing she found. Goes on, her hearing and roll. There's something all wrong for the boy. She rang you these, a brand-new pair of beaties. Like the island was for run away. Hey, hey, her Coney Island was for run away. Hey, thanks to our dancer. What's your name? Monica is now an honorary dancer. Move on. I'm going to look for a spot to stop here again because this wireless mic that I have has two wireless mics, and I have the other one with me, and I'm 90% sure that it just turned on in my bag because it's now showing two devices connected. Oh, now it went back to one, so that could be an issue long term. Let me pull it. Okay, I think I got it off now. So hopefully you won't get double audio. Just trying to make sure that you guys aren't hearing the beautiful sounds of the inside of my backpack.
Sorry, I gotta get the exposure turned back down because this, again, this camera that I've got on this phone just is not the best, but okay. We're headed in. We got the castle down here at the end. Always the beautiful view of the castle. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Don't be afraid to say hey in the chat. Thought about having a photo taken, but I can come down to the next one. But we can see the beautiful castle there. We're going to head over to Tomorrowland, I think, first. I'm going to... Oh, gosh, I had my headphones still in and kind of forgot that I could hear myself. Ooh, that was fun. But we're going to check out wait times here real quick, and we will see where we head. But we were definitely starting off a little bit earlier today than usual. Well, than scheduled. Rebecca and I did the glass art experience at Coronado Springs. It was a whole lot of fun, but it was a 2-hour experience, so it was quite a long one. Let's go start off with PeopleMover. PeopleMover is always a good one to start with. Unless space still shows 15, we might try the chest mount again. If space is going to still show 15, we didn't have much luck with that when we did that at Dinosaur, but it might be worth it. But appreciate everybody coming in. Hope the audio is a little bit cleaner than it has been in the past. Just trying to get something to where you guys can actually hear me while I talk. So if you're hanging out in here, feel free to say hey, tell me how the audio sounds. I did actually bring my headphone today so that I could go in and actually listen to it myself. Of course, the issue is on the app it won't come up. I'm having to play it through the Disney Streams website. But it does sound pretty good, at least so far. Let me go back to noise cancellation. See if that gets my voice a little bit clearer. I don't really know. There's 2 settings on this mic. But coming into Tomorrowland, it's hot outside, so I'm ready to do something outside. Going up and waiting for space could actually be okay. Assuming I can get the chest mount figured out. I'm not usually a big fan of space, but, you know, if I can figure out how to stream it for you guys, sure, why not? We're showing 15. We'll walk back there first and see if it's at 15. If it's 15, we'll put the chest mount on, have it be the first ride of the day. Granted, of course, it being the first ride of the day would mean I also get to take the mic off. Because I can't use the mic with the chest mount and also not going to have the mic on the ride. So after getting all the mic set up, I'll have to throw those in the pocket. That would also give me a chance to top off my battery, so but appreciate everybody coming in, definitely. Don't be afraid to say hey in the chat. I think the chat is working on my screen. No one chatted so far, so hopefully it's working. I'll check it. I'll hard check it here in a second, just to make sure. Because it looked like it was working. But definitely appreciate everybody coming in. Let's see. What we're going to do here is we're just going to chat real quick and we're going to say testing, testing. We're going to first find Thad's favorite trash can over here in the shade somewhere to get the chest mount on. Yeah, it looks like the chat is working. So we're going to find this nice trash can here. Bear with me a second for the beautiful views. Because we got to get a couple things off and loaded back into the bag. The mic's off, so the mic's going to probably be a little bit of dirtier audio here for a little bit. Maybe it'll actually be even better, I don't know. There. I did bring the chest mount today. Would probably say it's the sexy chest mount. Thanks, Sierra. Glad to see that it's working. Alright. Set up where I'll be able to switch you guys over relatively quickly once we get inside. Just always like to go ahead and have the chest mount on. CR, is the audio alright? I know I did some tweaks to try to get the standard audio to work a little bit, but then I ended up getting the wireless mic, so I kind of stopped a little bit on those, but it's on 15 minutes. Whew. It's toasty outside. All the people waiting on finishing drinks. I just want to get into the AC. Okay. Oh, that blasting AC of space is a wonderful thing. But we'll also run hopefully fast charging since I'm now direct without the wireless mic, so that'll catch me up maybe a little bit here. Rebecca will probably give me a hard time for doing this ride without her because I really don't like this ride, but things you do for the stream.
Each was transferred into a rocket to participate in its launch. Thank you, and enjoy your flight.
So what we'll do is we'll get up here, and once we get up here, I'll get you guys on the chest mounts. And we'll go from there.
Attention Space Mountain passengers. Space Mountain is
the screen brightness all the way down here and get the adaptive brightness turned off. Again, if we lose connection anywhere in here, just stick with us. We will get back. Try to get back. Go ahead and show the exposure compensation down. This is a dark ride. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this will be a better success than the dinosaur stream that completely died. So. Hey Sierra. So I'm braving the chest mount again, Sierra, so I'm about to get on space. Hopefully it'll work. We'll see. Yes, I do have the chest mount. I think my bigger problem right now is for some reason my charge is not keeping up. I'm already down about 7%, so we will see. But yeah, I've got the chest mount, and I probably should go ahead and switch to it here in just a second because today. Go ahead and get all the appropriate items into my pockets. So all I have to do is pull you guys off, throw the gimbal in the bag, and go. But yeah, Sierra, we'll see. Hopefully you can see me. We are backed up in the back hallway, so I'm not going to switch you guys over yet. I don't know, Sierra, how bad the audio sounds right now because it is really loud in here. Yes, you did. You get to see the joys of me riding a ride I really don't like. So Rebecca is not with me, and so I just came in. She's taking a nap. She's going to be back with us later today, but I was like, hey, let's go ahead and get a jump start. We were at Coronado Springs, so I went ahead and came over from Coronado to get started a little bit earlier. We're doing the Starlight parade tonight. It's kind of our main thing, so. It does look like the back hallway is. The back hallway is not full, but the back hallway is a little bit higher than it was when we came before. But it's still, I mean, if it's showing a 15-minute wait, I expect it'll probably be less than that. It's only been like 2 minutes since we got in line. Okay, that's where we're going. Still in the vacuum. Thanks, sir. So we'll have a couple minutes here. I'll wait till we get down a little bit further to pull you guys onto the chest mount. But thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Thanks for coming in, Sierra, and those that have joined. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Again, we'll see how the chest mount version 2 goes. Or try 2, I guess, is the better key. Move. I'll go and put you guys on the chest mount again. It'll be rockier. You probably won't be able to hear me very well, but again, appreciate everybody coming in. Enjoy the rockiness while I transfer you guys over. Yeah, I need a weight screen or something for while I do this. Alright, we're on and tighten down on the chest mount here. I'll give you guys a little bit better angle here in a second. Just have to get the gimbal wrapped up. Oh, I should have taken my bag off before I did this. Oh. Again, bear with me, guys. First time, hopefully successfully using the chest mount, so we'll see. Well, I'll pull you guys up a little bit more once we get closer into the ride. Don't know what type of angle you guys will get, but good luck. See loading area there. Maybe you can see loading area. You might just be looking at blackness. I don't know. I can't see the screen, so. I also forgot that I have a earbud in that I need to put away real quick so it doesn't go flying out during the ride, because it would probably not stay in my ear on this ride. I hope everybody is, I don't know why they're all hanging on to me. So I have a little girl that just decided to like hang on to the sun, so bear with me. We'll go whichever way he tells me. Yep, sounds good.
Number 4, my friend.
Number 4. Number 4. probably won't be an interesting view for you guys, but my hated front car, but wish me luck. This front, I think, is bigger than the front. It looks like there's a whole lot more legroom here than there is in the front. Maybe I'm just misremembering, or maybe I'm looking at the little girl that's in front of me. Not cool enough in here. I'm definitely going to probably sit for a minute. I'm already sweating a bit. Actually, I need to go do PeopleMover. That'll cool me down. But I will check Tron too, because it's the other chest mount required ride. Wish me luck. Waiting on a rocket. Thanks, guys. We're going to get loaded. We won't talk from there on other than you probably hearing me recite the Lord's Prayer.
Space shuttle, for your safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, inside the room. Watch your children. You're clear for launch.
By the way, I don't know how Thad fits in here. Language barrier. Sorry, tricking you guys. Here we go. Wish me luck. Oh man. Get ready for the chiropractor. As ready as I'm gonna be. Oh man, oh, already had some jolting on the hill. I survived. That was, I guess, the important part since I was going on the ride. Oh, that wasn't too bad. But I do normally call that one the chiropractor because, you know, it's definitely going to get any cracks in your back out. I guess I've been doing enough stuff lately that that one was good, but alright. That'll save you some money at the chiropractor. But something, I don't know. Sorry, I forget you guys are on the chest mount. I can't sway to the music as much. And to get us off, and then we'll get you guys back on the gimbal. See if I can get out of here. It's going to be the other fun part. Goodness. Okay. Our picture go. Like, did they not flip? Yeah, it looks like they flipped while we were standing there, so I kind of wanted the picture. No, because that's not the same people. Looks like that's not those people, so we'll give it a second.
Oh, let's leave that.
Must have flipped.
Oh, we missed them. I didn't even get to see them.
Yeah, we missed them. I don't know, that was weird because normally when there's a delay it does pretty well, but oh well. Alright, hang in with me here. A little bit more light, so hold on. Over to here where I can actually see which way is up here for the gimbal, because I want to make sure to stick you guys in here the proper way the first time, hopefully. Alright, hold on for transition / momentary sickness. Perfect. Okay, that was actually not too bad. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and actually go ahead and start walking a little bit before I take it off the chest mount. We'll walk down and see if what Tron is at. I don't really want to wait any more than 30 minutes for Tron, but since I have the chest mount on, hold on. Fun process of trying to get the charging cable plugged back in. But thanks, Sierra, and thanks to those that came in, including my wife. The best part is I don't have to ride it again. Yeah. It wasn't too bad. It's just always, I'm an old man. I'm not really an old man, but I pretend to be one. I would say I'm at Tron right now. I'm definitely not at Tron. I guess I'm pretty close though. I have to check the geolocation tag when it's going to be in Tron. It's probably because I'm inside and it's just not accurate enough, but it'll flip out here in a second. Okay, so let's see. Tron is at 4. Oh, that is tempting. Let's go do PeopleMover. Yeah. Let's go do PeopleMover and then we'll see if Tron. If it was showing 35, I would. But I feel like currently it's too much. Also kind of need a cool down slash chance to reassemble myself. But I'm like, I have the chest mount on. What do we think? Do we want to do Tron? I got the chest mount on, I got the mic unplugged. I'm technically all set up for it currently. I don't want to make 40 for it. No, we're not going to do it. So come over here and park. I'm going to pull off the chest mount. Alright, chest mount. Fully disassembled, so bear with me here for a minute. Back in its bag. Alright, let's head over to PeopleMover. Could use a cool sit down and rest. So PeopleMover is definitely more my speed even as it is. But let's check pins first. Hello. There actually is a stitch, which is my roll of stitches. Put a daisy in there. Put a daisy. Thank you. Always like to get another stitch if you guys can't see that, so I won't even show it to you. Let's get back out into the sun where I won't be able to see the screen. And you guys might be able to see with the exposure turned all the way down. Yeah, so I can't see the screen at all right now. I didn't turn it back up before I came out. Hold on. There we go. Now I can at least see a little bit more. But again, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good day today. We are at the Magic Kingdom. I'm waiting for my geolocation to get us out of Tron. There we go, Tomorrowland. It's not perfect. Definitely not perfect because GPS is not perfect. So we're going to go over and do PeopleMover, assuming it's not like a 30-minute wait. I mean, PeopleMover is like never a 30-minute wait. I could look at my own wait time scrolling across the top, but can't really see the screen. Jungle Cruise is at 50. And Tron at 40 really isn't bad, and if Rebecca was with me, we probably would do it, but I don't want to do it without her. I also would kind of like to do it at night with the red overlay, but we will see. And PeopleMover's probably 15, 10. I'm going to go try to find the end of the line back here for PeopleMover. Like I think this is the end of the line for PeopleMover. At least I hope this is the end of the line for PeopleMover. Really the cast member to try to extend out the dates probably. Yep, there we went. Switching out the chain so that we can actually get about that.
One-stop service around tomorrow.
So if we're going by the hey, we have an subscriber in. Thanks and welcome in. I'm trying to, I don't really, KM Chef. Me pronouncing names is not the best, so sorry if I don't pronounce what your name is. That's your screen name, so KM Chef, we'll call you that. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We just did Space Mountain. We are going to do PeopleMover now. I will say the heat index value, oops, that was the wrong button. Oh, that's still the wrong button. The tile sweat heat index and beard index is pretty ugly at the moment. It's definitely hot out here. We're definitely not doing astro orbiter and going to go stand in the sun. Now the line is not currently in the sun, so it wouldn't be too bad. But that was an interesting. Alright guys, trying to make some adjustments here. Got a little bit of connection problems. Don't know what exactly was going on there. Looks to be equalizing a little bit now, but we'll give it a second. But appreciate you guys hanging out with us again. Hopefully we'll keep some better connection here. I've been doing good most of the time, at least from what I'm seeing, but definitely saw some ugly drops there for a second, so appreciate you guys sticking with us. Sorry for any momentary delays. Just checking a couple things on this side. Sorry about that. Just checking in on the connections, but we are going to be on the PeopleMover here in just a couple of minutes before too long. KM Chef, thanks for joining. Glad I said it right as well as I could. I'm from the South. Pronunciation is not my forte. Definitely got some strange signal fluctuations right now, so again, bear with us. It looks like it's liking going through the VPN currently. As a reminder, you do have to finish all drinks that do not have a screw-on cap and finish all food before you get on the PeopleMover. Alright, we're going to try, now that things have equalized, to come back and bond again with our connections. See if that helps or hurts at all, but thank you. Alright, up we go. Looks like that's a little bit better now. So, again, appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with me at the Magic Kingdom. We're going to be getting on the PeopleMover, trying to cool down a little bit after a hot walkover and riding on Space Mountain. Just double checking to make sure that we're still rocking and rolling. We'll be on here in just a second. We'll cool down and then we'll take a look at some wait times. As a reminder, we won't be talking as much on the ride. This is when you kind of can talk, but for the wait time clip over here.
For your safety, remain seated
Go
at
ahead
all
and
times.
also
If you can, arms, feet, legs,
man, our
and other
newest
appendages
subscriber
inside the
here.
car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the
Jeff,
doors.
it's great to see you.
Enjoy your journey.
Thank you. Try to be cool. I'm sure they would let me ride it again, Sierra, but I'm not sure I want to spend 40 minutes of my day on PeopleMover. It's just a long time to spend on one ride, I feel like.
Stay clear of the doors, which will open.
I know there was a certain someone, I won't mention his name, that did like an all day or did like multiple days, just kept riding and riding and riding and riding, and I did watch that. It was a little bit peaceful, but it kind of got boring because there was a little bit of monotony behind it.
Then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs.
Speedway is at 10 minutes, but it is too hot outside.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Mermaid 15. Might be a Hall of Presidents time. Just haunted the 25.
Galactic travelers, welcome aboard the PeopleMover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Morak 5.
We'll just see. We may walk around.
This highway in the sky.
Yeah, it was a long one, Sierra.
And my stars, is there ever lots to see? In tomorrow.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green and red lines. Don't worry, your express train keeps on
We get our glimpse of the castle.
Backed by two of my favorites.
Attention travelers, your journey has been temporarily delayed. For your
Now we can get a
safety,
good picture of
please
this
remain
castle.
seated. Thank you.
I'll get my other phone out and actually get a picture of the castle before we we are stopped. This does happen.
Attention PeopleMover passengers, for your safety, please remain seated, keep arms raised each entrance inside the vehicle is bumping maneuver. Your level bring in motion immediately. Thank you.
Yeah, I will say that that 9-day or whatever that was very impressive.
First up, Progress City, Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot and a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World? Look, there's even a tiny PeopleMover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny miraculous. The Star Troopers home are the greatest goods in the galaxy, except actual stars. Those are no longer sold.
Darker clouds coming in. I think that'll be okay for the most part.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run. I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Tend to agree, Sierra, that I would worry that, riding it that much might make bit, but
31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
on with the new red overlay. I don't actually know how long they're doing the red overlay.
This is Starport 75.
Or as we
Ready to go into the dark?
Our high-speed rocket force pivot deep space destinations.
The next station is Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead, and so does the carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
We could do the Carousel of Progress since Rebecca's not with me. She doesn't like it. It's another cool inside ride, but I think I'd rather go over and do Hall of Presidents. But we may walk across the front of the castle, walk to see what Pooh is at. But definitely a good cool down. PeopleMover is always a good one to get cooled down, refreshed for the next stop that you have along your journey. And the blackness. Sierra, I have no clue what you're talking about. If you meant to chat that in my chat or someone else's chat. Castle again.
Take the time to see this show.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our PeopleMover journey has nearly come full orbit. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluding, this is always my favorite part. Because now is the time, now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow, today. See you in the future.
Oh, carousel of progress. See your acronyms. I work in the pharmaceutical industry in my job, and I always tell people I hate acronyms. But yes, she does not like I mean, it is kind of repetitive, and it's a little bit slow. Like I like the concept of it because I'm more of a history person, but she is not. She likes history, but not that kind of history. So I don't blame her.
Please keep arms and titties and other appendages away from the doors until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep arms and titties and other appendages away from the doors until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you.
Number 15 there.
Please keep arms and titties and other appendages away from the doors until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution.
Alright, so now the question is where to next. I don't know where to next. I do need to get my wireless mic back connected again. It is nice that the ramps are working, so we're not having to walk up or walk down. Yeah, I think it's Sierra, I think for her it's more just, it's kind of repetitive because the music, like the Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow is a bit much for her. And then it's just kind of slow, and I mean, because it is technically a ride, but it's just kind of slow and not over the top moving. Cast member just going to stop in front of me at the bottom of the ramp. That was interesting. Alright, so let me get since very obviously my battery is just going to drain no matter what I do right now, we're going to go ahead and plug in wireless mic again, so hang with me here for a second. There we go. Alright, it's like the wireless mic has a power button on it, but you can't see the LED of whether you got it on or not. So let me get this. Click back onto my shirts. It's not going to be high enough up. Alright, we'll see if that cleans up the audio at all, if you even notice or can tell a difference. But we should now be running on the external mic. I couldn't really tell much of a difference, to be honest myself. But I know yesterday, or day before yesterday, I definitely had some dirty audio, but I'm not really sure what it was from. But, alright, I think we're going to go walk over and we'll see how long we have to wait for the next Hall of Presidents. Because I like Hall of Presidents, and it's a cool sit-down area. And then we'll kind of go back toward Fantasyland into check my phone. I know Rebecca's taking a nap, so she should be here eventually, but she'll come join us. So drop my screen brightness is fine for the moment. But appreciate everybody coming in, saying hello. Definitely don't be afraid to chat. I won't bite, or won't bite too hard. But appreciate everybody coming in. I know, I think Corey from Living in Diz is going to be live tonight, so I hope to be able to meet up with him and at least say hello at some point. Take a look at that beautiful castle as we walk by. Always such a great view. You really can't go wrong. I will say I am excited that they're going to go back to a more traditional look. I still don't know if that actually means white. It may mean gray all the way up. But the pink's grown on me a little bit, but I'm still much more, I guess, traditional. Well, not traditional, that's the wrong word, but I'm much more of a pale look there. Alright, we'll see what we got here. We might also keep Haunted as a reserve once we get over here, now that we have made the long walk. Because let's see what Haunted is at. Filter to nearest. Ooh, Haunted's at 30, definitely not. 30's too much for me. Especially on a day when I'm just trying to take it easy. But hope everybody's having a good day today. Hope you guys are able to hear me okay. Again, switched back to the wireless mic from just the built-in mic, so theoretically should be more clear and able to hear me, and I can switch it on to the ambient noise as needed. But welcome in. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I appreciate each and every single one of you hanging out with me. And let's see. Boom. Come in here and hang out because I would think it's not too long with the amount of people that are in here. So we'll come in here and hang out for a minute. I didn't actually get to walk around in here last time I was in here, so come in, cool down, see if we can't regain a little bit of charge on the battery. Todd. Going to be a lot of glare on that, so you won't be able to see it very well, but you see Webb Hayes is over there. We'll look at some things that we won't get glare on. Raymond, Joe Wilson, Jefferson. Jimmy Carter. Always like some Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Roosevelt. Monroe. Got Lincoln. Andrew Jackson. One of the presidents from the state of Tennessee. But it is a nice cool area in here. I think for the most part, this ends up being a cool down area for a lot of folks. Over here, we do have a bust of Disney over here. Oh, there's somebody sitting underneath it, so we're not going to check it out. But I am going to come over here to this, sit down out of the way and cool down myself while we wait for the show. So appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us. Hopefully, again, the audio is a little bit tighter today. don't think it's actually on noise canceling. There we go. I think the blue is noise canceling. I don't know. No, maybe it's the green. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I can't tell. Probably should have read the manual. That might have helped, but I don't do things like that. But appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us. We're going to be doing Hall of Presidents here in just a couple minutes. I don't actually know how long the wait is, so bear with me as we sit and wait. Hall of Presidents is one that I enjoy, again, because it's nice and cool. It's more condensed. We talked about it a little bit on our stream a couple days ago when we were at Epcot. Let me flip around so you guys are looking at me instead of people. But we talked about it a couple days ago when we were at Epcot that the American Adventure just felt like it was too long to us, where this feels a little bit more condensed. And that was why we liked this one a little bit more. They're also very similar type shows, and that was the one thing I thought as well, is I was kind of like, I don't think you need a similar type show at two different parks, to be honest, but it's hot. Again, Thad enjoys the beard humidity meter. The beard is not wet currently, but there's definitely some water that's dripped through from the upper hair. And is making its way there. But again, we are in Liberty Square. We are going to be doing Hall of Presidents. It did recently reopen. I don't know how long ago that was. It was not open last time we were here. But we'll get it. We'll see it here in just a little bit. We'll bring it to you guys. I'm going to make a couple more adjustments. I did lower down our bit rate for a minute while we were having some connection issues, which I don't really know what the connection issues were about. We were standing outside in front of PeopleMover, but appreciate you guys still sticking with us, at least for now. Okay, so we got about 10 minutes. Take a look. Take a look to see what wait times are, because 10 minutes is not horrible, but if there's something right here that I might want to do, not really. Pirates is at 15, that's tempting. Let's go do Pirates, and then we'll try to come back to this. Okay, change of plans. Change of plans, because Pirates is showing 15, which usually means it's closer to 10. So we're going to run over and head toward Pirates, because Pirates is another one of my favorites. Best way to Pirates. I'm not the best at like the most efficient routes to go places, so bear with me a little bit. But appreciate each and every one of you that have come in, hung out. Definitely to those that are chatting or ninja watching. Ninja watching is good too, just hanging out with us, watching away while you might be working late this afternoon. But hopefully most of you are getting closer to the end of your work day. It's getting close to that magic 5 o'clock somewhere time, because it's getting close to 5 o'clock Eastern. I guess that's technically the first time zone that we hit in the U.S. that we've hit 5 o'clock. I'm located normally in the Central Time Zone, so I am more used to being 4 o'clock, just about 4 o'clock. So, but we'll head over to Pirates. Hopefully it'll still be 15 by the time we get over there. That is one of the usual issues that always plagues everybody. Grab the overlays, because I realized that I took the wait times off and never put them back. I will say this phone is a little bit harder because it's a little bit harder to see the screen even with the brightness up than my old phone, but the good news is that we have hit what seems like a stable charge point because I'm at 80% right now with the wireless mic. We've been there for a decent amount of time, so I'll take it. Alright, again, we're going to head toward Pirates. We talked about crossing the park back and forth. We started off in Tomorrowland, crossed over. Oh, Dad and I would have fun talking about our bingo of people stopping in the middle of trails, in the middle of pathways. Double bingo, because people that on a narrow trail pathway just stop is always just, you know, such a challenge. Alright, now we can get moving here. So let's see if Pirates is still showing 15. Probably not. It's probably showing like 20 now. But it usually goes pretty fast anyway. Still showing 15 based on my wait timer. Whether it is updated in the official Disney time will be the real question. Again, I know there's a couple of bad spots in Pirates, so if we lose connection, stick with us. I'll try to get it back as best I can. Oh, yeah, when it's saying it's 15 minutes and it's backed up here, let's see if we're going straight in or not. Alright, so we just had a backup, so it wasn't. Didn't notice that guy yesterday, actually, or day before yesterday. I saw him, and I saw him looking like he was streaming, but I couldn't find his stream. I did notice as I looked at his phone screen that he was streaming, at least what looked like with Prisim, so, but he could still be streaming to Twitch or some other platform from there, but I did recognize the look. But we're in line now for Pirates. It's showing 15. It is 4:50 or 4:56 now. Should mean that we're on by 5:10. We will see though. Rebecca, if you're watching, it looks like Morgan has gotten to the house to say hey to the cats and take care of them. I don't think Rebecca's probably not watching. She was supposed to be napping. That was her plan for this afternoon. We did this morning. We did the mosaic art experience at Coronado Springs. It was a fun experience. It was 2 hours long because we got there and got started probably right about 1 o'clock, and we weren't done until a little bit after 3. So it was a long experience, and for the price, I would say you're probably it's definitely a good value from that perspective. But again, definitely appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with us. Welcome in everybody if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like button. Help share us out to YouTube so we get some more friends to watch. Or if you like the content we're producing, go ahead and subscribe and hang out with us another time. We go on various adventures throughout the world. This year it's been Disney, so we've done a lot of Disney content, a lot of Disney streaming. Till the end of this year, it will continue to be a lot of Disney streaming, but next year we will start coming back to zoos around the country. Yeah, this should be close to about 15 with all these switchbacks in here, so it should be about accurate. Yeah, I can get my screen brightness down here so I'm not blowing out the room. Also give me a chance maybe to get a little bit of extra charge on the phone with the brightness down. I always feel like it's going to be super cool and cold inside Pirate's line, and then it's not. And I'm always slightly disappointed. Just trying to check in with the wireless mic. I think I'm trying to check which color it is that the noise canceling is on, and I can't really tell just from the audio bar. So I think we're going to go with green, because green makes sense for it to be on versus blue, but I could probably look it up somewhere. Go look at my Amazon order and see if it has which color was color, or which that had the user manual in here. So I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. We are in line for Pirates of the Caribbean. We will be getting on here shortly. We're showing a 15-minute wait when we got in line. I expect it to be probably a realistic 15 minutes. Yeah, so it talks about the settings, but it doesn't talk about which color is color. There's also, I guess, a way to pair it with an app that I didn't know about to control the game. Whoops. I'm assuming the green is probably noise canceling on. But it is certainly a little bit toasty in here. Again, I always feel like it should be cool in here, but it never is. I did find a little bit of a coolness there. There must be a vent. I'll definitely stand under the coolness for a minute as we continue to queue through the line, but we're getting closer. It'll start to speed up here as we go. Also always depends on how many lightning lanes there are. Lightning lanes do affect your wait time in the standard lines by a lot. Yeah, I did also realize that I'm not sure this mic, what I really want to be able to do is clip it to my hat. And because it's magnetic, I don't actually think I can clip it to my hat. Also, I'm kind of like, I wouldn't mind clipping it to the gimbal and pointing it backwards at me. So I haven't yet played around with trying that. But it doesn't actually have a clip on it, it's just magnetic. So I feel like it might just be able to sit even on the gimbal in a couple different spots so that I wouldn't have to have it clipped on my shirt, because that's really what I ideally want. It's the second time today I've been touched in the butt by a child. And I just ran into one of the poles. Wasn't paying attention. Totally ran into one of the poles. That's only slightly embarrassing. But we'll see by the time we get off here, we may go back to Hall of Presidents and see, or we'll see what Haunted's wait time is. I really like Haunted. But wait times do seem like they're what I would call normal wait times, but again, it's not a party day today, so the expectation is that there's more people here, mainly because of the fact that, you know, there's not a party tonight, so trying to get the most out of your ticket, you're not getting kicked out, because if it was a party night, we would only have an hour left in the park. And when we came on the party night, it was a ghost town about this time. Most of the wait times were all just about walk-ons, except for some of the bigger e-ticket rides. And if we had had more energy in us, we probably would have stuck around until they kicked us out, but We were trying to beat the rain, which we did not end up beating, but again, appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us, chatting. I promise I don't bite that much, so if you're hanging out with us, you have a question, or you have something that you're interested in talking about, definitely don't be afraid to chat and hang out. Ask me a question, anything crazy. Just keep me from talking too much to myself. So usually the times it makes the stream a little bit harder. Now, one of the problems I have is I still have my notifications on, so I'm seeing everything on my other phone. Thank you. I get to go the lightning lane way. They normally always send the lightning lane this way, at least. It seems like, but going up and over is just a little bit further of a walk. Again, we're going to drop our brightness down a little bit. As a reminder, we will not talk on while we are on the ride. We'll just sit back and relax and enjoy. Go ahead and get my bag off.
Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And watch your children and no restrictions. Prepare to make sail.
Buddy, if one of them is row 1 for me, row 1. Thank you. Put me down here on row 1. Probably send somebody in with me, I would think, but we'll see. Welcome in anybody that's new. We're getting on the ride. We won't be talking from this point onward.
Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat.
I'm here alone. Taking a lone ride on the front. Try to make sure to smile for the picture. Probably won't be able to see the pirate there.
Very cool.
Oh, that was nice. That was a decent amount of water, too.
Do not tell him, Carlos. No, 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 no.
Show him your slot.
Hey, send him in to Davy Jones. It's a rum they want. The artist.
Weigh anchor now, you swabbies. What be I offered for these hearty heads? Everyone an egg.
Sparrow will never lay eyes on it, nor this here king either. Quiet. Coolly like it, by God. Search all you want, Captain Jack Sparrow. You'll never find the treasure without a look at this here man.
Well, you finally caught him. Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. The party's a-ho. Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. Hopefully you guys can smell it through the connection.
Well, the back, you can gather all your belongings along with
Thank you. All right, man. Up we go. Alright, my bag got decently wet on that one.
The face has spoken and guided you well.
Come through. Sometimes there's connection problems as we come up here, so just bear with us if it cuts out.
On the way now, and tell the world you set sail with Blackbeard.
I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us. We're at the Magic Kingdom over at Adventureland. We just finished riding Pirates of the Caribbean. Don't know where we're headed next, but there is a pin board, so we'll take a look at the pin board. Hello.
Oh, hello there. I do have pins here too. And I do have some trivia pins. I just haven't put them on yet. I'm doing a refresh from what I have. That is, if you want to try to see if you can find something you're looking for.
I was like, I'll take the stitch off of that one. Find it better up here. I'll do the stitch off of that one, off the...
Which one?
Stitch, off of that one.
Oh, this stitch.
Yep.
Sure. Here you go.
There you are.
Thank you.
That's my one and only rule. I get the stitch if there's a stitch on the board.
Gotcha.
It's the only way I trade.
I was wondering what my previous I was going to do. None of them were stitches, so...
Oh, see, that wouldn't have been up my alley then.
Right. I just thought I might save you some trouble there.
Yep. Thank you. Alright, again, welcome in anybody that's new watching, hanging out with us. Don't be afraid to chat. I know the chat's been pretty stale today, but I'm still having fun, so I'm having fun regardless. Walking around, we did Space Mountain, we did PeopleMover, and then we came over here and did Pirates. We're going to take a look to see what wait times are, and we'll see where we go from here. I'm going to find a good trash can to set you guys down on the ultimate gimbal holder. It does look like we got some dark clouds coming, so there may be some ugly weather on the way. But just hang out here with us for a second. I got to fiddle with a couple things. So just briefly try to see if there's anywhere straight magnetic on here. Of course there's not, but I'll get to that side of it. Sorry, I was checking to see if there was anything easily magnetic to mount the mic to. But let's go and we'll walk around this end. Alright, so let's see what Haunted is now at 30, so Haunted has gone up, so we're not going to do that. Jungle Cruise is at 45. Tiana's is 45. Peter Pan at 45. It looks like we're going to be headed back toward Hall of Presidents or Fantasyland at the very least. Hey, Magic Adventures! Welcome in. Thanks for coming in and saying hey. Hopefully my audio might be a little bit better. I don't know. Got a wireless mic that I managed to have Amazon order overnight. So I was able to pick up a wireless mic to just try to see what it would do. Now we might do Country Bears if it starts raining. But we'll see. I'd rather make it to Hall of Presidents than Country Bears. We did Country Bears yesterday. Yay, Rebecca is headed this way. Rebecca, it looks kind of gray currently. So, might be watching out for some rain as you come over and come in. Might have to shelter for a little bit. Good to hear the audio is good. And that was kind of my last, I guess, piece in the puzzle with the current setup I've got. I guess the real last piece in the puzzle is how to make sure that I keep enough battery power to keep running indefinitely. I do have my other phone, and that's, I can stream from my other phone too. So if, can I make it to Hall of Presidents before it downpours? It's dripping on me. We're going to try. We're not even going to worry about the overlay for now. Let's just go into warp speed here. I think it's probably just going to be some light rain. I looked at the weather. It didn't look like it was going to be constant. It kind of looked like it might just be a little bit of green for an hour or two, off and on. In this beautiful Florida weather, you never know. The only way to know the forecast is to look up, stick out your tongue, and see if it tastes like water. Alright, so we're headed back to Hall of Presidents. That's where we were earlier, where I didn't want to wait 10 minutes. So now it's probably going to be like the 20 or 15 minute wait. I think it's a 15-minute interval. But it looks like we're going to beat the rain over there. If there is even going to be rain, I can't tell. But hey, Matthew Kent, welcome in. It's definitely a good evening so far. Hope everyone else is having a good... You know, I said I was going to beat the rain, and the rain's starting. So, warp speed walking again. Excuse me. Trying to beat the drizzles. It's probably just going to be drizzles. I don't expect it to be anything too bad, but Hall of Presidents. Alright, she just said about 10 minutes, so. Okay, 10 minutes. Alright, so we get 10 minutes. Let's come in here. And hey, Brittany W as well. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Let me switch around so you guys can get the pile sweat meter to tell how hot it is. Gonna come out. Oh, look at this. Okay. Yeah, so I've got to figure out. I've got my little wireless mic down here. I kind of really want to find a way to be able to mount it like on the gimbal instead of mounting it, which may just be as easy as, you know, like gluing the magnet from it onto the side, but we'll see. Welcome in everybody that's with us. Thanks for watching. Again, they said about 10 minutes for the next show, so it won't be too long. I'm right in front of the Lincoln bust. So, Brittany, good to hear you. Just finishing up with some work. Thanks for spending any time with us, hanging out with us. I know it's been a busy day. It throws me when I'm on vacation because I forget that, you know, it's a work day for normal people. But we did go over, we went to Coronado Springs and we did the glass, I'm trying to think of what the actual name of it is, but the glass art that they do over there, mosaic that you do, you build a mosaic. And it was really cool. It was at 1 o'clock, so we slept in today and then headed out and did that, and then I came from Coronado over here. It was a long experience. It was 2 hours, so definitely a good value and something to break up your trip. It would be a good rest day activity or a non-park day to go and do that. It did take 2 hours, but it was a fun 2 hours. It was up on the top level of the Coronado Tower, so it had good views. It was quiet. It was cool. So I definitely would recommend it, but I got a beer for others. Yeah, I have the little bit. I did trim my beard actually a little bit before we came, so it's not as bad as it always is. So it could be worse. Yeah. Back up here real quick. But
back right there.
Guess I need to stand up because it seems like everybody's gravitating over here. They said 10 minutes, and I'm always one of those, hey, let's sit for the full 10 minutes. Unfortunately, my feet are not much better than Rebecca's, but I do my best. But, so Matthew, you're saying you have a good beard. I definitely kindred spirit with anyone that has a big beard. Funny fact, my wife has never seen me without a beard, so she doesn't even have any clue what I really look like underneath the craziness. She always threatens that it's like, because I'm always like, you know, I feel like clean shaving, and she's like, no, don't do that. But again, appreciate everybody coming in. We'll be doing Hall of Presidents here in just a couple minutes. But I welcome each and every one of you in. Thanks for sharing the magic with us. The plan, at least right now, is to go all the way to the Starlight parade tonight, at least the first one. But we'll see what the weather does. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how Rebecca feels. She's on her way over now, so we will see. We'll see what happens with that. But appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. I think we're going to do Animal Kingdom in the morning tomorrow, so we'll probably try to get bright and early to that one. I'm going to go ahead and stand up. She's coming over to open up the curtain for us. Still be a minute or two, but yeah, we got Lincoln's beard. You know, his beard, at least in this bust, is not quite up to snuff with mine, but we'll give him a little bit of leeway for that. But we'll be going in here in just a minute. Again, this is just a normal general reminder. We won't talk once we get in, out of respect for other guests. So I'll get my screen brightness all the way down, so I won't even really be able to see you guys, even if you did chat. But feel free to chat, hang out with each other. Yeah, hopefully, Rebecca, it will be the end of the rain with that cell. I don't know. I haven't actually checked the radar recently. I know it was kind of, again, checking the radar, you've got to kind of do an hour-by-hour basis in Orlando, because everything changes every about 20 seconds. Because let's see what it's currently showing. And I do always look at it based on radar. Yeah, so there's a little green coming over us. But it's kind of saying by 6 it should be done.
User-free eating, drinking, smoking, and the use of flash photography. If you're traveling with older or seniors, we take this time to make yourself on the right-hand side of your entrance, as you can turn the last door on the right. At this time, we have the entire party with you, as we are not able to accommodate for any late arrivals. And for the courtesy of others, we require you to love the performance.
I plan on going about halfway down and going probably all the way over. Most of the way over. But we'll be going in here in just a second. So I appreciate, again, everybody watching. Get ready for the fun of Hall of Presidents. This one is a big theater that holds plenty of people, so probably about here, and then we're going to go all the way, just about all the way down. Not going to go all the way, but 3/4. A little bit more than 3/4. There's not really a bad seat in here, so okay. go ahead and switch out the wireless mic for just standard audio, so I can hopefully get a little bit of charge on the phone, so bear with. Again, I'm trying to build up the charge because it just doesn't seem like we're getting an upward trajectory on it so far.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for this reverent celebration of America's leaders past and present. Now, the Walt Disney World Resort is proud to present the Hall of Presidents.
This program is dedicated to the memory of Walt Disney. In 1971, his love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
It is 1783, and the smoke is clearing in the wake of the Revolutionary War. Over the course of 8 grinding years, General George Washington has led a force of shopkeepers, farmers, and Native American allies to victory over the greatest military power in the world. A new nation has been born, independent and free. The founders must form a national government. In 1787, through months of passionate debate, they create a written constitution. For the country's highest office, they imagine something new in the history of the world. A leader not born to power like a king or queen. A leader who has not seized power through conquest. A leader not separate from the people, but elected by the people. From among the people. We, the people. This is a new idea, an American idea. The idea of a president. The people don't know exactly what a president will be, but there is little doubt who it will be. George Washington's stature and bearing have marked him as a leader. His integrity has made him a great one. Washington knows that many generals who have led successful revolutions make themselves dictators or kings. Instead, he steps down from power and retires to his home, Mount Vernon. The world takes note, and George Washington becomes the symbol of American ideals. In the first presidential election, it's Washington by a landslide. The only doubt seems to be his own. He writes, "Integrity and firmness is all I can promise. Integrity and firmness is exactly what we need." Everything he does as president will set a model for his successors. His final act may be the most important of all. After 2 terms, with no term limit in the Constitution and amid overwhelming support to stay in office, he steps down once again and hands power back to the people. He wants us to speak, to elect a new president. During the early years of the Republic, we choose leaders as different as Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Andrew Jackson. Elections are often bitter. Each president stands at that fiery intersection where personal character meets the challenges of the times. Some call the presidency a glorious burden. Jefferson calls it a splendid misery. We, the people, must choose well. We elect 15 presidents before the course of history brings us to the edge of a crisis like no other. A nation born of freedom still permits slavery. As the country pushes west, will new states be slave or free? The question produces bitter conflict. The issue rocks the election of 1860 and brings Abraham Lincoln onto the national stage. The tall, lanky, some say uncouth candidate from Illinois is a master of words at a time when speeches are printed in full for people to read. A house divided against itself cannot stand, he has said. With Lincoln's election, the House does indeed divide. Civil War. 11 states secede from the Union. The war becomes a defining passage in the American story. The president's own inner strength and depth of character changed the course of history. Lincoln had come up the hard way on the American frontier, desperately poor, with less than a year of formal schooling. His early years were scarred by tragedy, the death of his mother, his sister, his first love. He struggles with depression, but never loses his determination to rise above it. He once said he's driven by a desire to leave the world a little better place for having lived in it. The war rages. Lincoln fights to preserve the Union and end slavery. Neither is a sure thing. At Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, 6 months after one of the bloodiest battles of the war, the president dedicates a cemetery to the thousands of soldiers who died there, in words we can never forget.
"47 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The blood of over 500,000 Americans is spilled in this Civil War. President Lincoln's enduring hope is to give true meaning to the sacrifices of so many, to lead us to that new birth of freedom. With the end of the war and the end of slavery, a new birth truly begins. As we roll toward the 20th century, settlers roll west on wagon wheels and railroads connect the nation coast to coast. Millions of immigrants pour in from Europe and Asia. Population doubles. Our economy triples. Our standing among nations rises. We need presidents who can lead both at home and abroad. At the same time, a young Theodore Roosevelt is retreating from New York politics and personal tragedy. The death of his wife and his mother on the same day in the same house. In the Badlands of North Dakota, he rethinks his life and the life of his country. He returns stronger in body and spirit. His renewed energy is just what his country needs. American industry is booming, but social tensions are rising. A progressive movement is bubbling up, pushing for change, and change is needed in the working and living conditions in cities. The gap widens between rich and poor. The demand for change grows stronger. Teddy Roosevelt is a knight on a crusade. He speaks with force and vitality in clear terms that make colorful headlines at a time when mass-market newspapers have become the new media. To define his foreign policy, he borrows a phrase from an African proverb: speak softly and carry a big stick. But his greatest accomplishments are made at home. He breaks up giant monopolies, protects workers' rights, and calls for a square deal for all Americans, rich and poor, capitalist and wage earner.
And a square deal for every man and every woman in the United States.
He calls on America to be as great as the natural grandeur of its land. Stars and your feet on the ground, he tells us. And we do.
The bottom fell out of the market. 12 million unemployed. The breadlines. The results of the 1932 election now appear.
When we elect our 32nd president, it is the worst of times. The course of history and the course of one president's life again shape a turning point in our national destiny. Franklin D. Roosevelt, paralyzed by polio, knows how to restore the faith of a people paralyzed by the Great Depression.
I believe in practical explanation and in practical policy.
He has found the inner strength his countrymen now need. He speaks to us like a friend, a neighbor. His optimism is contagious, his voice perfect for the latest breakthrough medium, radio. He calls us to believe we have nothing to fear but fear itself. And we do believe.
Tonight's attacks on England are perhaps the most widespread of the war in the course of the day.
But an even greater challenge dominates his final years in office. The Second World War.
We must be the great arsenal of democracy. This is an emergency as serious as war itself.
We stun the world with our production. When bombs fall on U.S. troops in Pearl Harbor, he calls us to fight on the war front and sacrifice on the home front.
So spoke America in the year 1776. So speak Americans today.
The world changes. The country changes. And yet, in one sense, what we need most from our president shining vision that calls forth the best that America can be.
Will outer space be developed for the benefit of all mankind? Or will it become another focus for the arms race? The choice is urgent, and it is ours to make.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
But really, it's all of us who must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice. And we shall overcome.
One of the agreements that President Sadat and Prime Minister Begin are signing tonight is entitled A Framework for Peace in the Middle East.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
You have lost too much, but you have certainly not lost America.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you.
Loving this country requires the willingness to speak out for what is right, to shake up the status quo. That's America.
Our presidency is no longer just an idea. It is an idea with a proud history. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America. George Washington. John Adams. Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Polk, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James A. Garfield, Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard M. Nixon, Gerald R. Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Joe Biden. And now we come to the present, Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no events could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April 1789 that you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
The presidency of the United States is a role unique in the world, an office entrusted to each president by us, we the people. Therein lies the genius of that new idea, now over 200 years old. A new idea our presidents have turned into a great American idea again and again.
Our presentation of the Hall of Presidents. At this time, you grab all of your personal belongings and exit out the door on your right-hand side.
Alright. That was Hall of Presidents.
Head out those doors on your right-hand side. And we hope you have
on some settings because could not get it to get the exposure down far enough to be able to see them clearly. The manual mode on this app only allows you to adjust the exposure, not anything else. Let's see. So it still looks a little bit gray. It's not currently raining. Let's pull over here and we're going to see where Rebecca is. Which apparently Rebecca just sent me a message that I guess was from my mother that is my mother showing the live stream to the cats. That is a hysterical photo.
I don't really want to take care of it.
Let's see what our weather's looking like, and let's see where Rebecca is. Looks like it looks like she's still in the parking lot. So let's see what wait times are, because I might have time to go sneak in one more ride before she gets over here. But appreciate everybody coming in. Hadn't plugged back in the wireless mic yet. I'll plug it in here in a second. Let's see what we got here. Our Magic's 15, Carousel's at 5, Small World's at 5, Anna's at 35, Tiki Room, Mad Tea, Pirates is at 15. I guess we'll walk back over toward toward Main Street so that we can meet her when she comes in. I'll work on getting the mic plugged back in. hopefully. Yeah, we'll head back toward the front of the park. Let's see if we can find my wife. Hey, Spooky Aurora, Rick, welcome back in. Glad to have you. Yeah, so they're going ahead and starting to set up the ropes for the Starlight Parade, I guess at 8? I mean, that's 2 hours from now. I mean, it's supposed to be popular. But yeah, check out those clouds off there. Sit here for just a second, since there's a nice trash can here. But appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us. Need to see if Corey is here in live, because he should be around here somewhere, I was thinking. I think he was supposed to be here tonight, but if my app will refresh. Well, right here I can't get signal, so bear with me. But just continue to check out those beautiful gray clouds as they come rolling in. Do this the old school way. Okay, so he's not live till 6:45, so I'm still a little bit early for Corey. Would like to meet Corey if I can. I assume probably at one of the Starlight Parades he'll be around, maybe to where I could catch him, but we'll see. Moving everybody, glad everybody was able to come in. We did the mosaic art at Coronado Springs earlier today before we came over, and then I actually took the bus from there, came over. Rebecca went in and took a nap. So Rebecca is on her way over. I'm assuming she's probably getting close to being on the ferry. So I'm planning on walking down Main Street, and we'll go check in and see if we can meet her. I'm sure there's a complete and total rush of people to come in right now for the Starlight Parade. I gotta remember to get the mic actually pointed the direction I'm talking, so you guys can hear me, so. But we'll waltz on down here, see if we can't catch her somewhere down closer to the entrance. We're doing lots of backtracking with everyone else that's coming in while we're going out. Goodness, you already got people lined up for the Starlight Parade. You know, the Starlight Parade is cool and all, but I have watched it on stream, and I'm not sitting for 2 hours for it. Like, that's just the craziness. I've watched other people stand and stream it, and that's okay with me. We'll see once Rebecca, I mean, if she wants to park the scooter and stand down here on a curb and I can come sit in her lap when the time comes, I'll do it, but gotta get out of the photo bombing area. But yeah, I'm like, I don't really want to sit down here for 2 hours waiting for it. I mean, 45 minutes, yeah. 2 hours, no. I know I've seen lots of people stream it, but I've always tuned in right at time, so. Let me check to see where Rebecca is. I've got an updated location for her. Looks like she was just getting through security just a minute ago, so we may have a couple minutes down here to hang out before she comes in. Yeah, it's crazy to me that there's already folks lining up for Starlight. I know it comes out right here, but I'm like, we're in the 2 hour window, and I'm like, that's just nuts to me. But I mean, they're prepping, and people are prepping too. Let's see if we can come over here. if I don't fall over. It's just squeaking a little bit. See if we can go up, because I know, like... Okay, I think it's only one side of it that's closed off. Okay. The train station. Let's go over. I don't really know what we want to do while we're waiting on Rebecca. Kind of hanging out over here. So we can go walk through the shops some. Kind of thought she'd be a little bit closer over here. But again, appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us, saying hey. I probably should just come squat and just sit for a minute. Press my feetsies. Oh, alright, there we go. Alright, so again, appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us. Pull out my other phone here. We are just hanging out now, waiting on Rebecca to come join us. Our goal for tonight really was just to hit one of the 2 Starlight parades. Everybody's kind of told us, hey, you should just wait for the second one, and by the second one, everybody clears out. So we will see. We may try to go do some rides and stuff during the first one, or while everyone is lined up for the first one. And then we will go from there. But we'll see what happens. We'll try to bring you guys along with us the whole time. Already been running for a couple hours, so we'll see how long we make it. I do want to try to make it to Starlight with you guys, but again, no promises. No promises as always. We're here for the fun, we're here for the magic. We're not here just to stream to you guys, so it's all about just capturing our moments in a medium where we can go back and relive them later if we really wanted to. Will we ever? Probably not, but I could technically ride the train to the back and back. Just ride it just to see the shuttle mode. But right now we're just hanging out, I guess, people watching currently. There are some, yeah, they're probably on the line. I can't remember what the age for the dress-up in costumes is. I was like, those kids were probably getting close to the line, but it might be 13. I can't remember. Oh, let me double check my chat to make sure it's working, just in case any of you are actually chatting. Probably not. Yeah, Living in This is going to be here at 6:45. By the time Rebecca gets over here, I think we'll probably have already moved on. But I don't know where he's going to be, so... I don't know why my chat overlay is not working right. Because I'm not seeing all those messages that you guys are sending. Let's reload it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's like every once in a while I have to redo it. Yeah, so apparently I haven't been seeing the chat for quite a while. But Rebecca said she's in the line for the ferry. So, but we're just hanging out waiting on her to catch up. Resting my feet on a bench here, just people watching a little bit. Might walk through the stores. Ooh, that was an adult ankle that just got rolled in the train tracks. Happens at least 30 times a day. But I'm enjoying the fact that I have a seat currently, so. But I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us. Enjoying the magic with our family. I know I'm not as entertaining as both myself and Rebecca. We are managing to keep a steady charge, which is good. That was my one concern that we had a little bit earlier, was that I was losing battery relatively quickly, and we still, at this pace, have 4 hours-ish to go, so we got a bit to go, but appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us. I know we're not doing a whole lot right now, but If anybody wants to give me a suggestion, we'll definitely take suggestions on things to do. I think we're probably going to be looking at doing a couple rides of stuff, but we'll see what Rebecca wants to do and see what the lines are. I know the one thing we have not done is Tron with the red overlay, and we do like Tron. It's just we can't take the scooter all the way in, and I have to push her in the wheelchair, which is definitely not something I can do with the gimbal. So we really want the wait time to be minimal for it, and right now it's 55. I'm going to change my alerts on it to 40, just because I'm kind of like, even at 40, if we're both together, we're probably willing to do it. You can take the scooter up to when you get to the entrance to go inside, the switchbacks when you get to go inside, and that's when they force you to switch to a wheelchair if you need it. And so that's where it just kind of murders our feet, because 40 minutes of standing is way too much for her, but is really realistically more than I need to be doing it once as well. But we're hanging out in Town Square right now, enjoying the ambiance, losing viewers like nuts. Alright, I guess let's go walk around some of the shops. Maybe that will be more interesting to you guys. We'll go take a look in the shops while we wait on Rebecca to come over in the ferry. So we'll go into the confectionery and look at all the wonderful sugary stuff that we definitely don't need, even after walking so much during the day. We are going to be back at Magic on Friday. It is a party night, so we're going to be back on Friday. We're going to do Animal Kingdom tomorrow. Going to take a look at all the different M&Ms you can get. All the different Mars M&Ms. You got almond, mini, peanut butter. You got peanut butter, dark chocolate, caramel, crunchy cookie, milk chocolate, minis, red, white, and blue, white, cream, and then you have all the different colors. And then we got Skittles. Let's see what we got right here on the other side. We got freeze-dried Skittles. You got wild berry Skittles. You got sour Skittles. And then you got original Skittles. So the Skittles are doubled up. It makes it look like there's more different types of Skittles than there actually are. But definitely makes me want candy at the moment. Over here, we'll see what we got. It's one of the pin boards over here we can take a look at while we're over here. Alright, so we're not going to check pins because there's people over there.
It's also up to you, but I literally have the insider that John bought off of Amazon.
I'm just going to walk through the stores here. Some of the jewelry. Pretty necklaces there. Super expensive watches. I prefer my $5 watches. Some different charms there. Is it raining again? No. Okay. Alright, let's check Rebecca's location. So she's made it over on the ferry yet. She was at the ferry station 9 minutes ago. Just a second, yeah, so she's in the middle of Seven Seas Lagoon. Again, appreciate our the folks that are in here watching. Taking a look at the castle here. Once Rebecca gets here, I think we'll probably be headed to go do some more rides. Zoom in and take a look at that beautiful castle there. Always great to have the castle view. Alright, let's go back and see. Good to see, I know they've got already the barriers up and stuff and the ropes off for the Starlight Parade, which again is just insanity to me when we're looking at roughly an hour and 50 minutes to the Starlight Parade, because it is at 8 o'clock and it is 6:10 currently. So that's just complete and total insanity to me. Just complete insanity. But that's just how it goes sometimes.
Neither one of us is
Let's not let the trolley rails get me. Pumpkin Mayor over here. So we can go around and look at the pumpkins. If I see another bench with a free slot, if I can get to it. Come over here and hang out and sit down once again. It's all about the sitting. Alright, I appreciate everybody coming in, but I think we may actually end it out for tonight by the time Rebecca comes over. I think ultimately just more interested in getting to enjoy the night tonight versus being able to stream, but it does look like everything worked okay. We did hit a couple rides. We did Hall of Presidents. I think hey Buttery Sprite, just in time. I think I'm talking about going ahead and end it out for tonight. I appreciate all you guys coming in for the time that we were running. We ran for about 2.5 hours. That was the time I was in the park without Rebecca. We did a couple rides. We did manage to do Space Mountain with the chest mount. So I'm in a comfy chair currently. Oh, I see. It's the shoe shine chair. It's the shoe shine chair that nobody's in. I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody sit in that, but I guess technically it's an available seat. But I think we are probably going to go ahead and end out for tonight. I know we had talked about doing the Starlight Parade, but I'm just not sure I've got it in me. It's hot. It's going to be rainy. We'll see what happens. There are tons of people everywhere. I think we'll try again tomorrow to pick back up in the morning at Animal Kingdom. I know that stream was pretty successful with the except for Dinosaur. So we'll try to pick back up tomorrow. But appreciate everybody coming in. I think we'll just again end out for today, and we'll get to enjoy our night together, just Rebecca and I. Appreciate everybody following along just with me, and we hope you guys all have a magical rest of your day. If you're interested in seeing the Starlight Parade, I know there's a couple other folks that'll be in the park tonight. Corey at Livin' and Diz is definitely one that I know of. I was trying to see who else was in the park tonight. Let me just pull up my app real quick. Disney Magic and Mayhem looks like he was streaming tonight in the park. Mystic Parks. We got Pete. We got Score Jason. So we got a lot of folks that are going to be in the parks tonight. So you got a lot of other options. I think I'll just go ahead and end out for tonight. But I do definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with us.